What's up, YouTube? This is Flex123410 here again, and I am here with my Gravekeeper deck. This deck I am ready to get rid of, but if I sell it, it's probably going to be for about, I don't know, 150 because it has some pretty hard to get a hold of cards in here. So, I don't know if you want it, just comment. If not, you can try to build a deck. It's not going to be getting hit anytime soon. So, let's get started. I run 3 Gravekeeper Descendant. As you will see from all my different videos, I run my decks a little bit different than everybody else. So, if you see something that you're like, oh, well, I haven't seen that before, well, it works. So, but Gravekeeper Descendant is the, let's say, junk destroyer of the deck, except you don't have to synchro summon to destroy stuff. You tribute a Gravekeeper, and then you can automatically destroy one card in your opponent's side of the field. So, 3 Gravekeeper Spy. Gravekeeper Spy is the searcher for the whole deck. Very, very good card, and he is just a really, really good defender. 3 Commandant. Commandant is the Necro Valley searcher of the deck. He is needed big time if you're trying to run any kind of deck that runs around Necro Valley. I'm actually thinking about taking apart my Gravekeeper deck and putting together Necro Malefics. So, I don't know. I'm trying to see how it works out. 3 Gravekeeper Recruiter. The main searcher of the deck. This deck swarms a lot, and I know Gravekeepers don't really swarm, but my version does. This card is the main searcher for the swarm, and you will see exactly what I like to search out for it. 2 Assailant. I'm thinking about taking out an Assailant and putting in a Spear Dude, because having 2 of these just annoy me. I'm really getting tired of seeing them. Of course, you could turn a monster to defense, but once that monster's in defense, they take no damage, so they can just keep on playing defenses. And I just really don't like that. So, the Spearman might actually be taken out, put in for one of these. So, 1 Gravekeeper Guard. I have this because I was getting wrecked by Stardust, and I got tired of people playing Stardust on me, so I finally got me a guard, put it in there, and it actually works out pretty well. Now the whole swarm of the deck. People don't run Chiefs, but I run 2 Chiefs because if you actually recognize what Recruiter says, I don't know if it's gonna focus, but let me see. No, it's not gonna focus. You can kind of see it, but you kind of can't at the same time. It says, when this card you control is sent to the graveyard, add 1 Gravekeeper monster with 1500 or less defense from your deck to your hand. Gravekeeper Chief, he has 1200 defense. So, that's why I'm like, we might as well just have some fun with it and just get him out, start swarming the field. 1 Gores, of course, people already know. And 1 Malefic Stardust. Malefic Stardust it actually kind of works good in this deck because what I do is I special summon it, and it's a beat stick, plus it keeps your Necro Valley on the field for a while, so that just helps me out with that. Plus, he's actually a good sack target for Gravekeeper Chief. So, sack Malefic Stardust, you didn't summon yet, sack it. Special, normal summon Chief, special summon a Gravekeeper from your graveyard. Now on to the spell cards. Of course, Necro Valley. Gravekeepers gain 500 attack, and cards cannot be removed from play from the graveyard, and the graveyard cannot be targeted. So, very good card, especially in a Malefic deck. What I like to run is 3 Steel. People like to run 2. I don't know why. 3 steel actually helps me out with the swarming too, because if you have both your chiefs in the graveyard, you can activate steel and just get both of them back to hand, start stacking and specialing again, so it's really, really good. 2 royal tributes. There's a combo that I'm gonna explain to you guys in a minute, but this card, when Necro Valley is on the field, you can activate this. Both players discard all monsters in their hands to the grave. This card is not good to run against Dark World, but I have, and I've still beaten Dark World, because they may special and they may do stuff in the graveyard, but you can also get around that with Gravekeepers. So 2 fissure. I was gonna run Smashing Ground, but Smashing Ground didn't look cool enough to be in this deck. So fissure is a hand coming out of the ground. I mean, come on, Gravekeepers just goes together. 1 allure, self-explanatory. 1 Book of Moon. All the rest of these are like staples. So 1 MST. 1 Heavy Storm. Yes, it is Spanish. Yes, it is shiny. 1 Dark Hole. And remember, this deck is for trade or sale. And yes, I am trying to build Final Countdown. I just got the mat. And yes, that is a Joker. I freaking love this mat. Okay, on to the traps. Yes, I am running 3 drop-offs in this deck. Drop-off has been there for me a lot in this deck, because what I like to do is Royal Tributes, then activate drop-off when they draw a card. So it's just a very, very, very beautiful card. The other swarm of the deck. 3 Rite of Spirits. Rite of Spirit, you can take any Gravekeeper from your graveyard and special summon it, and this card is not affected by Necro Valley. So that just makes it 20 times better. 2 Compulses. Staple, I guess. That's all I can really say about Compulse. Just bounce back cards. It can get rid of Stardust. It can get rid of good Synchros. It can even get rid of Qzar if you use it right. And 1 Solemn Judgment. I do not run the Solemn Brigade because that's too much money and it's stupid for just 3 cards that make you lose life points. I mean, think about it. If they get over it, then what? You're done. So, just 1 Solemn Judgment just when I'm gonna win, and just activate it. So, that is the whole deck. Yes, this whole deck is for trade, sale. And what I'm trying to build right now is Final Countdown again. And I've kind of seen the spoilers for the next format, so I don't know, you may want to look at that before you try to build wind-ups or something really, really expensive, because you're going to be wasting your money. But, any comments, any suggestions, what I should take out, what I should put in, just comment below. And if you want it, if you want this deck, please comment, and please subscribe, because I'm going to have a lot more videos like this. And trust me, the decks work. And I don't know. That's really it. See you later, YouTube.